Wise boy me.
Poor Derik. Welcome in, everybody. Oh man, welcome in everybody to a live brunch episode of the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald, Lucas, Derik, Abbott. Once he figures out his technical difficulties, will be joining us here soon. It's match day, and and the Columbus Crew are taking on New York City FC. Derik is back.
Baby. If it ain't one thing or another, one of us has computer issues.
Derik, can you hear me? No. Jerald, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good. It was a good week for us. You know, for me as well. Wednesday was fun. You know, we'll touch on that here in a little bit too, but you know.
Oh, I was going to talk about New York City.
We could talk about New York City, but you know,
I mean, Open Cup is definitely a big factor, part of the Columbus Crew history, right? Especially with, you know, Lamar Hunt founding the team and whatnot. So, I mean, yeah, by all means, no, let's rock and roll. We'll rock and roll with Wednesday night. How was that?
It was
Derik.
A preemptive yellow card or red card to my internet provider.
Yeah,
you must have Breezeline.
No, I don't, but it might be time to switch to them. They might end up being more reliable.
Please don't switch to Breezeline. as a former Breezeline customer, do not switch to Breezeline.
We're running out of options here in Columbus. There's not many options.
No, who do you have?
AT&T.
Okay.
I haven't had any trouble with them for years, but recently, all of a sudden, like
you got fiber,
yeah,
you got the fiber, and it's doing that.
Well, now I've seen the pole outside of my house in this alleyway over here, and it's a little sketchy situation that they got everything hooked up to.
That's probably why.
A slight breeze might knock me completely off the grid. So
really quick. I really want to turn this into a meme whenever somebody says, "Oh, Issa Tall isn't signing anybody," and then
yeah, that's exactly when I'm reading everybody's tweets and Instagram and all that. That's exactly what my face looks like.
Oh man.
But no, Wednesday night U.S. Open Cup match, Columbus Crew 2 taking on New York Renegades FC. A bunch of investment bankers from the Bronx and their friends. Fair dues to them. That's an amazing time. Were you there, Derik, or no? I don't think you were.
No, I actually forgot about it. I got to be completely honest. And then when you guys said that you were going to the game to do media for it, I was like, oh shit, that is happening tonight. And I was not ready for it.
You're not the only one that forgot that, you know, that either forgot or didn't know it was a game. Because my favorite parking attendant picked up Wednesday night. They told her, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a special event, so you know, whatever. They didn't give her the machine to scan the parking passes.
Honor system.
and she had to ask
Right.
people were showing her the parking passes, right? But when she had to ask me, she's like, "What's going on tonight?" I said, "Oh, there's a game." I was like, it's Crew 2 playing. She's like, "Is this just what?" She's like, "Is this training or it's a game?" I said, "Oh, it's a game." She says, "It's a game." I said, "Yeah, it's a tournament game." Like,
It's a bigger deal than the regular season game for them.
but at the parking lot was actually a little bit packed there. But no, like Wednesday night was actually pretty was actually pretty exciting because you had a team of grown ass men that are yep, I am drinking one. A team of grown ass men that are buddies that probably are on Wall Street going up against kids. And the first 45 minutes, that team fought. They gave Columbus a run for the money, but not really a run for their money. But they were physical in the first half. But Columbus just spread them out so wide that they got gassed in the first 45 minutes, and it just was over from there.
Oh, it looked like the floodgates just started opening up after a while.
They had one player on the Renegades that looked like he should be playing in the NFL and not soccer.
Wow.
Like he bounced literally two of Crew 2's people off of him. Like he did a turnaround, and bumped him with his ass, and like they just had like they were trying to go for the ball, and he just turned around and bent forward a little bit, and like the Crew 2 players just bounced off of him. Like seriously.
How did they get in this tournament?
They are in
first round. Anybody can play in pretty much, but they're I think lower like UPSL team, right? They're a UPSL team, so like literally anybody can play in this round. I guess Patrick Murphy, he told me his dad played in the U.S. Open Cup a long time ago.
We should put together a team next year just to get it in and say we played in this tournament.
My God. Yeah. But yeah, they're a UPSL team.
Wow. Okay. Wasn't there like a local taco place last year that was like
El Farolito?
Yeah, they had a team and somehow they like won a few games or something like that.
Yeah, they made it. I think they made it to the quarterfinals last year.
Oh my! That's amazing.
They won their first round matchup, so they're in the second round.
Oh, they did.
They won their first round matchup, so they're in the second round.
Oh, we get the burrito tosses.
I think they were on the road and they had one traveling supporter. El Farolito did.
Yeah, it
was amazing.
And he was waving that flag proudly. Just sitting
there you go. It doesn't matter, right? And you got to represent no matter what.
He sat in the middle of the stands. Middle row, section, that. Just one supporter. So shouts out to them. Shouts out to all the teams that enter into the U.S. Open Cup. But Wednesday was actually pretty memorable. One, because it's Peep's first time ever advancing, in the Open Cup.
Really?
Yep.
He's never made it past the round of 16. He's never advanced.
Even on the crew.
Mm-hmm. It's always been a round of 16.
Oh my! I did not realize that. That's really wild.
He said it in the post game, which he was great in the post game. But now that they move on, they take on another prominent USL team in Lexington FC.
Ooh.
Which will be here at lower.com.
Are they going to do all the U.S. Open Cups that down there at lower.com?
Probably.
I think so.
Okay. I like that. I mean, obviously, I love the old stadium, but, I think for these tournament games, and it's we know everybody loves the U.S. Open Cup, our fandom. So there's no reason that people shouldn't be showing up and showing out based upon everyone complaining that the first team's not in it.
Official attendance that night, Wednesday night, was 622.
Oh,
That's not, but see, that's not bad though. On a Wednesday night game at 6:00.
it looked like from the sounds of it, there were more people there than there were at that U.S. men's national team game in L.A. on Thursday night, because there was nobody at that game.
Oh, no. Not at all.
So it looks like we might actually bring more to lower.com than that the national team brings, which, hey, it's
But will
Columbus.
the national team play any games before the World Cup at lower.com field?
No.
I was about to say, I'll give you that answer right now. No.
Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
I would be shocked if we ever get one again at the rate that it's going.
We'll get the women's.
We'll get the women's.
I'll take the women's over.
I think I'd rather have
men
women's games, honestly.
She Believes Cup was actually pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, She Believes Cup was pretty dope. I was there the whole entire day.
Yeah, because they did 2 games.
Well, yeah, they had Brazil and Japan, and then Canada. My whole day was busy as hell that day. It was Brazil and Japan, the first match, which went into penalty kicks. Second game was Canada and the U.S. for the championship, went into penalty kicks. While that's going on, Crew was playing Monterey. I think it was Monterey or Tigres.
Oh,
Monterey.
yeah.
And
No. Tigres.
And that went into penalty kicks. And I'm literally sitting here, like I'm literally standing at my car at 12:30 or 11:30 at night, just standing at my car watching the penalty kicks and waiting for the post game to start. Because I'm like, what the hell? And then still had to go to work the next morning.
That's an exhausting day right there.
But with this Open Cup though, I was surprised that the numbers for a Wednesday at 6:00 came out. That they did. But it just goes to show, like Ty, you said it though, like on that one assist that Chase had, that whole buildup of all the wall passes, from their defensive, 18 to all the way to the goal. It just was like the fluid motion. It was almost watching the first team out there in Nazi's first year. Just the exciting football that they play, and it literally is like, I think I was trying to get that out of Peepa, but I think I worded my question to, not the way that I wanted. But you just saw that fluid motion of like, holy shit, this is just beautiful.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we're setting up for if Nancy leaves sometime in the future for another club or a club overseas or something. My dream scenario, Peepa becomes our head coach, and then he can avenge never winning a cup by winning a cup as the coach. These are the crazy ideas that you're going to get from me on a Saturday morning.
He hasn't won a cup. I completely forgot about that. He has not won a cup.
Yeah,
it's all Steve Clark's fault. That bastard
with the rat tail.
Oh,
it's all his fault.
But
play out the back.
It's what Wednesday reminded me of, when Ted Lasso found the triangle. when he was given the book for a perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday reminded me of watching the first 2 games for Crew 2. Was like watching Ted Lasso, how AFC Richmond was just everywhere. But then watching Wednesday, kids taking on grown ass men and watching them play the perfect game, it just was like, it brought tears to your eyes.
That's a good question. I think he plays different. but the mentality is still the same because the formation that people threw out was like a 5-4-1 or a
Yep.
5-5.
5-2 or 5-2-3.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was weird. It's very weird. So it's different formation, but same like tactics. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
think he takes the mentality that Nazi wants for all the teams in the organization, but makes it his own.
Yeah.
And that's what Nazi has said that over time. Like when it comes to being a one club mentality, he has said like he'll give you the blueprints. You just have to make it your own. And what better coach than Pipa to take Nazi's system and make it into this exciting, system.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you got Josh Williams, Josh was hilarious. Someone's
Thinking about him like going out there and having to give like coach like post games is just hilarious to me. Knowing like what everyone kind of knows about him and like how like he's out with the supporters and like hanging out and stuff, and now he's like has to be behind a microphone, not as a player but like as a coach, delivering like really serious answers from time to time. It's like really funny to think.
Crew to advance in their inaugural debut of the U.S. Open Cup, facing what you said, what Lexington's
SC.
SC or whatever it is. They're actually pretty
First.
legit, honestly. They're pretty
Yeah.
legit. I think they're what USO 1, 2.
Yeah, 1.
So
They're up there with
they're pretty legit.
Louisville SC or FC or whatever it is.
They're
Whatever
pretty
one
legit.
Jake plays for.
Yeah. They're pretty legit. That game, I think, is April 4th or 6th, whatever that Tuesday is.
Still 6 o'clock game.
Yeah.
April, is it the 8th? I think it's the 8th.
So that would be a Tuesday.
Yeah. I just saw it the other day, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, me too.
I just saw it, and now I forget. But game is at 6 o'clock.
April 1st.
Oh, it's April Fool's Day. Sick.
Yeah. Tuesday, April 1st at 6 o'clock.
Ugh. On a
Sick.
Tuesday, you said, right?
On a Tuesday,
Yeah.
yep. In the second round of the Open Cup. Lower.com field.
Oof.
All right. I might have to attend.
Now, moving on, boys. I have a question for you. I don't know if we've all seen the news. Club Lyon is set to be removed from the FIFA Club World Cup because ownership also owns Pachuca, right? Do we see the Columbus Crew enter in the FIFA Club World Cup? That's the first part of the question. Secondly, do we want to be part of the FIFA Club World Cup? Go around the horn, starting with Derik.
Yeah.
Will we be in it?
I mean, there is the possibility that Club Lyon is still going to play, depending on like their appeal.
They knew the rules. This is what I don't get. They knew the rules way ahead of time. I don't even understand how they like are trying to shoehorn themselves in. Like, why would we let it get this far even?
Yeah. So depending on their appeal process, there could be a way that they can still play. Now, if not, one, who does FIFA get if they choose Columbus? Do we want to play?
I think that I should preface this by saying I've seen all Twelman and others already online stumping for the LA teams, of course. And they're like, they have the qualifications and the right to be in it. I'm like, Did we forget who the runner-up team was, and there wasn't even really a game because we were caught with a batch of Montezuma's Revenge? Like that, like all happened. I don't know why people are forgetting about that. Like we 100% should have avowed more than Miami, and they let Miami in. So it's like, is this is what it's become like? And it's going to become a popularity contest where every league just picks who they want to be in it, as opposed to like earning your way in. It slowly feels that way. Should we be in? Absolutely. I don't see how any other MLS team, and I know like we were looking at it at the beginning of the season, and they were like, some of the qualifications were like, oh, if you were the 2022 MLS Cup, like that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like that doesn't matter anymore. Like that doesn't magically get you into a tournament 4 years from now. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like we were the most recent who should be qualified for it. Or Connor saying you're Philly. How was Philly next in line before us? We were MLS Cup champions going into last year. We were also runner up in the tournament where the winner qualified for it. I don't really and maybe there is an explanation for it that makes sense. But so my opinion is yes, I think we should be in. Do I think we're going to get in? I'm sure they'll find a way for us not to get in. I've thought that since the beginning before Miami got announced. But then would I want to see us in it? I mean, yeah, no matter even if it's the team we have right now, and the fan base, and it's kind of a little bit lower on where we think they can get to just at this current given moment. But I don't care. You never know until you're in these tournaments. You don't know, and that's like the biggest stage. I want to see us play whoever else, Chelsea, Real Madrid, whoever's in it. Like that would be really cool to see our teams go up against them. So I don't care if we got the doors blown off us. I want to just see us in it and the opportunity. And there's a lot of money that comes with that. If we got that kind of money, oh my gosh, we could build like a super team.
Jerald?
You and me talked about this before, Ty, that I do think that Columbus should have got that last spot before Inter Miami was, hand given that on a silver platter.
Correct, because we were the most consistent team. We've been the most consistent team under
and
Nazi.
in those rankings, right? The CONCACAF, whatever rankings for
At the-
us,
at
we've been
the
at
time.
one.
At the time, we were one, yeah.
Yeah. I think we still are right now, but
No, we are number 3.
oh,
I was going to say we're probably going to end up dropping in that. But yeah, like consistency. Great point.
I would love to be a part of it. Do I think FIFA and MLS would let Columbus? Probably not. I think, honestly, they would give it to the Galaxy, with them being the most recent champ, as far as winning the cup last year. I don't think they would let LAFC because they, it's a shithole now.
That would drive me crazy if they let them in.
I mean, but they got the money that they could grease,
True.
Dante Inferno's pockets, like Saudi does. But no, I really think that the Galaxy will probably end up getting it. Now, if for some God-given miracle that they agree to let Columbus into the Club World Cup, I wouldn't want to this year.
When does it start?
This summer.
This summer.
June.
Yeah.
I wonder if I don't know if Nancy would even take the question, but like if you asked Nancy what his opinion was, what he would say.
I don't think Columbus, I know I'm gonna get flack for this, but I don't think, me personally, I don't think Columbus should be in it. If they were given the opportunity, they'll jump on it. But the question of should they play in it, I don't think so. And the reason behind it is you already have a short roster. And we saw how last year, with all the games that Columbus played, with all the group stages, with CONCACAF, with, Leagues Cup, Campeones Cup, the regular season, the friendly with Aston Villa, you know, you saw how at the end of the season where we were tired, fitness was there, but stamina wasn't. Like everybody was getting tired. The injuries were starting to poke their head out. So I don't think I would love for them to be in there if for some reason that we were given the opportunity. I don't think me personally, I don't feel that Columbus should play in the Club World Cup this year. And that's just me because now you're talking about you would have group stages that you'd have to play 3 games. Then you go to a knockout. And if for some reason you make it far, you know what I'm saying? So you're talking, if you go all the way, you're talking 6 games, 7 games that you're playing. Then turn around, come out of that, then you go right into Leagues Cup.
Yeah, that was going right into Leagues Cup too. Oh my goodness, it's a lot actually.
You would go from clubs. You win Club World Cup for some reason. If Columbus, wants to get in there and wins it all, you go from one tournament to another tournament, and then you have 4 days off, and then you're right back into the league schedule. Like you'll be traveling so much. Just look what they did for the last 15 days. They went coast to coast twice.
Yeah, talk about horrible. Like, I know we can't control all of the scheduling, but my goodness, that is like,
The
why?
Greek tragedy at its finest.
Ugh.
But and Chris Dorn brought it up though. In those 15 days, they had 5 matches, right? They went coast to coast. They had a record of 2-1-2.
And the one was not even a league game.
Well, 2 of them were not league games.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
But in those 5 games, they went 2-1-2.
Yeah.
Having to go coast to coast twice.
That is impressive with a short roster.
I think for me, does FIFA give it to Columbus? No. Right? Because Columbus's days of trying to make a case for the Club World Cup is over. Right? Now if we would have went back-to-back champions, if we would have went back-to-back champions in MLS Cup, all right, I'm making a case for it.
Mm-hmm.
We're Leagues Cup champions.
Yeah, I thought that was a big deal. Like, what does it mean anything to these guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think they give it to the Galaxy because they're the most recent champion of MLS. So, okay, cool. I'm trying to get word on how I'm trying to get word on how Philly can get on how Philly can get in. But I haven't heard back yet. If Columbus were offered, do I think they take it? I think they take it, but I think we'll just do it just because just to say, hey, we made the Club World Cup. Sure, we're going to get bounced by Chelsea and whoever else that they play, but it's not going to suit our forte. It's not going to be to the point where we're going to go all in on it because of our lack of depth, right? But I also think we want to earn our way in, right? We don't want to be gifted. Oh, all right. Well, you guys were the most consistent team, so here you go, right? I want us to be able to earn it, right? And that would have been by beating Pachuca in the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, do we just want to get a gimme? Like here, like, we'll toss bread out to the birds and see whichever one goes first, or do we want to be able to prove that yes, we do have a short roster, but we can earn this spot one way or the other, and be like, we told you we should have been in over Miami, right? So, I if Columbus were to be offered, I think they take it, but we're just going to get absolutely demolished. Actually, Club Leon, FIFA.
Do the other teams? And I just haven't paid attention to Club World Cup before. Do they run out their like first teams for this like tournament? Because I know like some of the European ones, they do like FA Cup and other ones where like sometimes they start their starters, sometimes they kind of move guys out there. Like I just don't have an idea of like how serious everybody takes this one in particular.
I think they mix. Right.
Okay.
I think they mix between first team and reserve. I don't think they're going to throw out Erling. I don't think Man City is going to throw out Erling Haaland all 3 games and make him play. What is that? 210 minutes or whatever it is? A full 90? I think he's not going to play 210 minutes, right? I don't see.
They make the championship he's playing.
Well, yeah.
And it's their off season too.
Like, let's I have the groups here. Where was Club Leon? What group were they in? Oh, here we are. Group D. Flamengo. I don't know. Tunisia, Esperance Sportive, Chelsea, Club Leon. So Group D. I don't see Chelsea throwing out Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling all 3 games, right? Maybe like against Club Leon and Flamengo, but I don't think they're playing all 3 games. Real Madrid, they have Al Hilal, Pachuca, and Salzburg. I don't see Vinny, Mbappe, Bellingham, Endrick, Rodrigo. I don't see any of them playing all 3 games. I think mainly against like the top teams like Pachuca or Salzburg, right? Mm-hmm. So I think they mix, but this is also in the summertime when Europe is on break, right? This is like you're gonna have everybody, on summer vacation with families and whatnot, right? Because playing summer games and then going right into league is pretty tough. Yeah,
that'd be tough.
So, and it's also tough for the MLS teams, Miami and Seattle, because they're right in the middle of the season. So having to play league games and Leagues Cup and Club World Cup, this is just too much.
So
and Columbus would get absolutely like dead legged. My word.
So I think, like you said, that if they're offered it, they take it, because I think it's from what I remember when it was first announced, each team that participates gets like a 50 or 60 million.
Oh, yeah, you think that the owners aren't going to want to be on board with that? Oh my goodness! Then we can go out and get whoever we want if they put the money towards it, but it's another story.
It'll just go right to Deshaun Watson.
Don't
get us started. Sorry.
That's a sore subject.
Oh no, but I think it was that each team that competes in the Club World Cup gets like 50 or 60 million.
Wild.
I'll take that. Let me get bounced. Let me get bounced out by Chelsea for 50 million.
People complaining about needing a star striker. There you go, right there. We'll go find ourselves whoever we want with that money.
Oh my LAFC fans want us to sign Jerald from them so bad because
Absolutely
he is
not.
so
Never.
bad.
I would rather
Well,
continue on our trajectory.
Jerald, if you say we should, I'm going to kick you from this. I'm going to kick you from this live stream.
He hasn't scored yet, right?
No, he still hasn't scored
I
in
was
league
gonna say,
play.
I didn't think he had. All right.
Joe's going to get put in timeout if he says Columbus should.
All right.
My finger's on the remove button.
I know you got it on the remove button. Oh no, I'm not gonna say it.
No, come on.
You want to remove me? Damn, I'm getting impeached from my own show.
I'll bring you right back after like 5 seconds.
Now I was looking at it, and I'm not saying Columbus should, but I don't think Cherundolo with Cherundolo's system, I don't think it was a cool idea at first for LAFC to have Drew with Bawanga, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you saw how LAFC went to shit last year. They won what? Open Cup? Yay.
Yep.
We love Open Cup, but at the same time, they won Open Cup over a depleted team. So needless to say, like they went out and made some changes to their system, their player personnel, things like that, which their scouting director is Neil McGuinness. Bastards for taking him. But their whole dynamic changed. And you bring in a Bobasi who gives a little bit more, I'm not going to say flexibility, but it gives it a little more cohesion.
Swagger.
It's more swagger, but also cohesion than what Jerald would do. So they're parking Jerald on the bench. And, when he played against us, in the second leg of the Champions Cup game, tournament, he was making all kinds of mistakes because he's not getting the consistent playing time like he was last year when he came over. So, and he's a Frenchman. He's used to playing a French style that Cherundolo can't replicate. Who's the only one that I know in the MLS right now that can replicate a French style?
I think Frenchmen on the team that could do some recruiting too.
Now, I say, I like I said, I don't think Columbus should or would, but it's a possibility now with the interleague trading that they could do for straight cash.
What do you guys for saying that?
I would say I'm more than fine with us doing it if only it cost us a bag of balls, maybe. Then sure. They're not doing anything with him to like up his value other than name recognition at this point. So it's like,
well, yeah, that's the same thing that they're going to do with Antoine Griezmann when he signs, right? It's like when Hugo Lloris first went to LAFC, he wasn't good, right? He was mid at best. And then like something clicked, like he's a cat. He got his 9th live and is like probably one of the top goalkeepers in the league, top 5 goalkeepers in the league right now. You're right. That's all they were doing with Olivier Giroud. It's just name recognition. Like, oh yeah, we're LA. We've signed one of the best French strikers in the world. Da, 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 da. Okay, what has he done? Nothing.
And I think that's a good point too for like the fans that just want us to go sign like every big name that's like advertised as like out of a contract or something.
Right.
It's like we at least are looking at it like, are they going to actually be a fit for what we would want to use them for, not just a name?
Yeah,
like LA and other teams have done in the past.
Like, so I got a source though on that.
Really quick. I think the one player, I wouldn't say he's like recognizable, but like one of the most recognized players that has actually contributed to this league, I hate him, Emil Forsberg of the Red Bulls, right? He played. I can't remember, was it Leipzig or was Salzburg? I think it was Leipzig. He was a household name at Leipzig, comes to MLS, and he's still providing, right?
Mhm.
He doesn't get on a score sheet every week, but he's still like a factor for the Red Bulls, right? And also Sandro Schwartz, like I think he's German descent.
Mhm.
So obviously, you know, he's going to have that German flair, and in and I think where's Leipzig? Leipzig's the German team, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Salzburg is the Polish.
They're
I can't remember.
I always
Polish or
forget
German.
because they all have the same exact logo. It's like hard to tell them apart half the time.
Well, yeah,
But
like
they're
sometimes
owned by
I
the
think,
same.
yeah, sometimes I think we're playing like the actual company when the Red Bulls come to town.
You're not wrong.
Like, like, did I not just see that Salzburg, Austria? Okay, like, did I not just see the Red Bull truck just pull up in front of my job? Like, Jesus Christ, y'all. So, being part of the Bundesliga, and Sandro Schwartz has that German mentality in him. He's going to adapt to it very quickly, which he has in the 2-3 years he's been in the league.
Mhm.
So that's one player that has contributed really well to the league, coming from a top 5 league in the world, right? I think, and as Derik, you said, that's the one thing that it drives me crazy with fans. Like, oh, we should sign this guy, this because he's well known and he's proved to score goals. Okay, but can he adapt to MLS? No. It just takes one bad signing for like Nancy and Tall to get turned on, right? I mean,
Look at Toronto.
oh my God. You know how many people have messaged me saying, "Hey, the Crew should sign Insigne"? No,
No. Absolutely not.
cancer. He's
Yes,
terrible.
it would just be. They know better.
Yeah, and I'm like, where would he fit in this system? Nowhere at all.
In the parking lot watching the game on his phone.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm like, no, that's no way.
So
No way.
I've heard from birdies that Tall has brought some players to Nancy, and Nancy has told him no.
Interesting.
And it's just I'm wondering if that's because Tall thought that Issa thought that they might fit Nancy's system, but then when Nancy checks them, and it's like, no, I want this. So they're working behind the scenes, because Nancy even said, post game, or not post game, but at media availability, that the window, and he's the one that mentioned it, like the window's still open till April 23rd. He's like, so if we sign, we get somebody, now it's cool, but if not, then we'll wait till the summer. So they're working, but they're not going to beg people, they're not going to beg the players to come here if they don't want to play for Columbus. 2, if they're not going to have the work ethic that Nazi expects players to have. And 3, be a team player.
Which I like. I like that. Not just taking some huge payday to come over here and then act like they're bigger than the team and all that. I appreciate that they're operating that way, because I'm sure that's not how, even in most sports, that's probably not how it operates.
I mean, it's not working out for Lucho down in Dallas, so.
Ooh.
Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a whole new. It's one way to get back to Argentina.
Yeah.
To play for Boca.
Yeah, I know.
That's where he wanted to go, right? They just essentially were like, "We have a better deal, and this is where we're sending you." He didn't really have any say in it, other than, okay. He just wanted out, I think, at that point, so he was willing to go wherever.
Yeah, I haven't. That died very quick. I think I pulled it up for you guys after the show one day and asked you guys if there's those. I haven't. I'm on transfer market right now, and I only see a top rumor of somebody going to Toronto.
Maybe they're waiting until the end of the season at this point of their season.
Probably.
Because it doesn't, if the rumors have died down that much, then clearly there's not a lot behind it. And I don't know. I mean, we've done trades before, signed players, and we out of nowhere. But it feels like when theirs is over is when we could get them in the summer transfer window. So maybe that is still a possibility at that point.
Hey, facts. Big facts.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm on board.
You get players cheaper in the summer than you do in the winter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Anything else before we decide to talk about today's game?
Can we talk about we have found we got rid of Ted Uncle, thankfully, and now we have a new referee that in a very different way. It just wildly impacts games by just cards after cards after cards.
Victor Rivas.
This is news to me.
Last week's game, it was just a Cardapalooza.
Who did we play last week?
San Diego.
Oh, Victor Rivas.
It was just nonstop. I'm like, dude, what is going on here? Like, this is not. We're not here to see you. Like, we're here to see the game. Like, let them play.
Have you guys seen the Ted Uncle Reads Mean Tweets video that I shared?
Yes, I saw that. That shit was hilarious.
I was like, I was just watching it, and I see Mile High Massive, and then at the end, it's me, and I'm like, hey, that's me. And then I made a comment on like the actual TikTok video, and somebody goes, "Did you mean legendary in a good way?" And I was like, "Yes, I did indeed." And they're like, damn, somebody's trying to be nice. He still thinks that there's going to be a shot coming at him. I'm like, I wasn't trying to take a shot at all. I was just like, he's going to be a legendary referee. I was like, I said all things considered, Ted Uncle's a legendary referee, and he's still waiting for like the punchline to come. And I was like, the guy's like, this is a good one.
Threw him a
curveball. It's a positive one. Okay, cool. It was like, Jesus Christ, guys. Yeah. No, that was funny. I've people have brought this up to me a couple times about Amundsen's red card, right? I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, well, he's already falling down." I'm like, he's not falling down. That's just the impact that Amundsen knew what he was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He 100% pulled him as dog saw red, clear as day. He knows what he was doing. Oh, well, he's already falling down. That should be a dive. Guys, stop. We're reaching now. I get it.
Yeah.
San Diego came out and put the gas on. Come on, now we're reaching a little bit. Let's tone it back a little bit. Like, if things were reversed, right? I bet 100% offense. Oh, 100% of red. 100% of red. Da, 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 da. As soon as we do it, no, it's a dive. It's a dive.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. No,
absolutely.
No. Guys.
So there was Nazi was pissed in the post game about some of the missed calls that Victor Rivas missed on fouls that against Nagby. Like Nazi pointed them out. You know, at this minute, at this minute, at this minute, at this minute. You know, there was some fouls that, you know, it was like, okay, you're throwing all these yellows towards Columbus, but where's the hell is the yellows for San Diego? Like, how many times are you gonna have a talking to the same player that's fouling the same damn player? Like MLS implemented that rule for, you know, in persistent infringement, you know, against one player, and we have yet to have that enforced when somebody keeps fouling the same player for Columbus and then fouling Nagby, or at the time Aiden Morris, or Cucho or Diego, when they keep doing it and there's no, the refs aren't being consistent with the enforcement of that rule, right? And Nazi was pissed. Nagby, mentioned how when it doesn't happen, if it keeps happening, he said the only thing that we could do, is I could go up to the ref and like, hey, open your eyes and pay attention to this, and this is what's going on. So I mean, it just was like, where the hell were all the yellows? Like San Diego had what, one yellow?
It's just laughable.
And the one I did not agree with was Patrick's. I did not agree with Patrick getting that yellow card because of what was going on behind him.
It's still delaying the restart. It's tactical. Late in the game. Honestly, I'm a goalkeeper. I'm taking that yellow card 100%.
Well, I know it's a tactical
I want to
thing.
escape with a point. I'm taking that yellow card 100%.
It is, but also at the same time, though, if he's trying to tell the official, like, "Hey, seriously, like I'm, y'all hearing this shit."
Let Darlington and everybody else take it. Worry about that. I just want to escape with a point. I'm taking that yellow card 110% of the time. I'll let the captain deal with it because that's his job. I'm taking that yellow card 110, especially against the San Diego team. Like, for example, it doesn't happen in Cincinnati. If it happens against Cincinnati, oh, by all means, give me a yellow card. Whatever. I'm 100% taking it, especially if it's tied. And I know for a fact that we've been getting absolutely dog walked in the second half.
Yeah,
let me take a point. Get out of here.
Get out of
this
there.
Is a hostile environment already. It's a rivalry game. I'm cool with it. San Diego. See, the problem is San Diego is like, they're kind of legit. Honestly, they really are. But as I'm like, but I don't know if anybody did anybody see Sean and Mo go up to Victor Rivas about that?
Yeah.
About that situation. And I'm like, I heard no announcement. I heard nothing. But
they put out all of that stuff about how it was like all of this whole thing, and then nothing was done about it.
Yeah, but they did say that the announcement was made in the stadium one time.
I got an easy solution for this. If they should do where if this is happening and they keep doing warnings as opposed to like pausing the game and all this, I say it should be after 3 warnings, whatever it's supposed to be, give a red card to the team, the home team who's doing it, and the captain, whoever the captain is, out. Like something like that. Like scare even the fans to the point of like, we can't have this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't just like delay a game or pause the game or stop the game and restart it later or behind closed doors, whatever the rule is about it. Like literally at the exact moment when fans are there, like knowing that they've impacted on a wildly negative way towards their team for doing that, I think you would see an improvement on stopping that, which is crazy in the first place that people are doing it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily doing the red card thing, because now if you already have a hostile environment with that going on and you red card somebody from the home team, now you're getting into like how it was with Mexico and the United States.
That's true.
I didn't think about that, what they could do, and I saw somebody say this on Twitter, that if it keeps on going on, at what point does MLS step in and say the supporter side, the supporter group area can't be there?
But see, here's the problem. It's not the supporter groups. It's not the supporters. It's the general public.
Well, then ban
everyone else around the stadium.
Ban the general public and keep the supporter group. That right there is going to hurt the team. If they can't have general fans and only have the supporter group, and you block off those general seating, or
Isn't
you
this a little bit?
cut how many general seats are available for the game. You cut it in half, because that's gonna get the ownership of San Diego to come out and be like, hey, y'all hurting y'all's team by doing this shit. Cut this shit out, otherwise we'll be forced to move the team.
And haven't they, like, other ownerships, like I remember Chicago recently did this, DC did it, not for this specific reason, but whenever, like, some of these supporter groups, they've, like, banned from some of the games because they were protesting a team or whatever it was. I'm not entirely sure, but, like, isn't a little bit on ownership to be like, okay, you can't just throw out warnings anymore. Like, you have to do more, and you're not really doing that. Like, at least at this point, like, get it under control, or MLS should come in and, I don't know, fine them or whatever they would need to do. But, like, at the same time, there are a lot of people in charge who can make some quick decisions on ending all that, and they're just putting stuff on social media, which, like, that's clearly falling on deaf ears when it comes to that particular issue.
I think the way that you force the issue is you limit how many fans can be in the stands, because that hurts the pocket of the team and it hurts the owners. Because we all know these owners, like, when it comes, you start fucking with their money.
Their money, that's right. That's the biggest influence to get owners to shift things, is hit them in the pocketbook for sure.
Well, you do that, you might as well just play the matches behind closed doors.
Yeah, that would suck, but yeah, I mean,
Tyler muted himself.
such a hot take. Still muted.
I accidentally unplugged my mic from my laptop. Might as well play the matches behind closed doors, and that's something that will definitely not only hurt the team but hurt the ratings also. I mean, we're in this deal with MLS with Apple TV for 10 years, right? Ratings are already at an all-time high because of a little guy in Miami. So it's and San Diego also. San Diego's having a great start to the season. So you might as well start playing matches behind closed doors. And I've heard Mikey Varis, Anders Dreyer, the supporters group say, like, this is not who we are as San Diego, and whatnot. So it's like,
but one bad apple spoils the bunch.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly if you can't get this shit handled, you have no choice. You'll have to play behind, play behind closed doors. No cameras.
Well, no, let's not go that far. Let's
I want to watch.
I want to watch that.
So you could have the Apple stuff and all that, but no fans.
Yeah.
So now you're talking about you're losing out on stadium revenue, concession revenue. Players are going to be, might have to take.
Play with nobody there.
Well, besides that, but then they also their paychecks. Because they get paid per game. Part of their they get paid every game, right? So you're fucking with the players' money as well, and the players are going to come, swinging out against the fans for doing this. The owners are damn sure going to come out because you're playing with their bank account, and these damn owners, they're like Scrooge McDucks, don't play with my money. They'll pull up like Big Worm did off of Friday. Where my money, Smokey?
By the way, I just wanted you guys to know that MLS put out a tweet 3 minutes ago. It says, match decider, playmaker, game changer. Watch Diego Rossi and Columbus Crew take on New York City FC tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It says tomorrow night.
Is this game being moved to Sunday?
Did the game get moved? Did nobody tell us? Oh yeah, now it's been deleted.
Of
course.
I
Speaking of
always joke that this is a stupid league, but it's like my stupid league. Like,
correct,
but it's hard to. But then they at the same time, it's like you can't defend it to anybody.
no, you can't.
They just step on rakes left and right. It's
No.
just like, what are we doing?
No. Speaking of tonight's game, last thing to talk about because I'm starving right now. Really quick, I'm sure everybody's seen it. Kit matchups. We're in the yellow and black. New York is in that blue and white.
With waiting with bated breath online.
Oh, you do not know, man. I woke up and chose violence that day. Okay,
I know you did.
I woke up and chose violence.
If you gaslight me, you're dead to me.
I wanted to have people in suspense. I wanted to be what's the
puppeteer.
Yeah, I just wanted to have everybody on a string, and I loved every second of it, and I loved all the responses that I got.
You got a lot of engagement on that.
I know,
sure.
I know. I'm just engagement farming right now. And then obviously the availability report. Amundsen's out due to the red card. Arvidsson, Farsi, Taha, Patrick all out due to international duty. Nico still dealing with the hand injury. Steven still dealing with a thigh injury. Camacho still questionable. Will he start? I don't think so.
Sajik and Lassie still is available for selection.
Yeah, could be available for selection tonight. I'm excited to see that. How Camacho's been upgraded to questionable.
Was he last game too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I think he got upgraded questionable at the Houston game.
Well, Nazi said that the reason he, Camacho was still feeling some discomfort. So, he's been, because Nazi said he could have came back against Houston. Against San Diego, but he was still having discomfort. So, don't risk it this early in the season.
Possibility he could play tonight, though. I hope so. Fellas, what are we looking forward to tonight? I mean, what are we most excited about tonight? Let's be real here.
Immediately when you put that out, I think it was yesterday or this morning, I was like, we're better off putting a list out of who's actually available on the team. I don't know how many people. I don't know how many we're going to have on the bench, but it's not going to be many because I doubt we're calling anybody up from Crew 2 this. I mean, it's possible, but this early, probably not.
There'll be some Crew 2 players up there. I believe probably Chase and Cole Maroka will be up there for sure. Chase Adams.
He's already signed a first team contract.
Cole's also with Crew 2 also.
Right, but he's also
he
signed.
Can come up and go no matter what.
He's already signed.
I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
I think it was it Jerald last year? He's on that contract.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Him and Taha.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Because Cole Maroka signed his first team contract when he made his MLS debut. Again, I can't remember who he debuted.
Was it Salt Lake?
That was Taha.
Cole was later on in the year. Yeah.
Before he got loaned out to the Colorado Switchbacks when he made and won a USL championship.
He did win a USL championship. He did do that.
I think his team knocked out Marco. Which, funny as hell, Marco now plays for the Switchbacks.
and he announced he's having a baby.
Yeah. So, shouts out to Marco. I know he watches from time to time. So, no. So I mean, you might have a couple. Hell, they might even bring up Brent. Giamfi up. They might bring him up, and have him sitting on the bench.
None of them are going to get playing time, I would assume, though, right?
No.
You never know.
In my mind, I'm like, we're going to be.
I don't think so.
That lineup that I absolutely hated against LAFC is like giving me nightmares now because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in for another one of those lineups for sure because we have.
we're playing the Pigeons, and every time we play them, at least here at home, as long as we don't have Boyko, or who's the
Who are
official?
the
I had to stop it.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Rubio Vasquez, Jason White,
Okay.
Stephen McGonigal, Nabil Ben Salah as the match day crew, then Michael Radchuk and TJ Zablocki as the VAR and assistant VAR.
Not bad crew.
I don't know a single one of them, and so I'm immediately assuming that it's a pretty decent crew because I don't want to know who the referees are.
You would know Rubio Vasquez if you see him. He's reffed a couple of crew games. He's moderately decent.
But I do have a feeling, though, for Hell is Real this year, we're going to get Boyko.
No, I'm telling you right now. Eastern Conference Final in Cincinnati, Sergey Boyko, run it. Run it. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
that's Hell is Real for real.
I look, if I am the only one to die on that hill, then
you're just
so
for
be
chaos.
That
you really want violence,
and that's what I want because it's MLS sicko mode, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Derik, me and you were talking off camera before Jerald got on. Me and you watch MLS After Dark.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're
crazy.
we're
in it.
MLS
We're in
sickos. I want Sergey Boyko to referee an Eastern Conference Final, but for Hell is Real so bad that I have a list of 7 questions ready to go for the MLS for Pro.
You already know how the game's gonna go. You're just ready to fire them off. Right?
I that's all I want. That's all I want.
But you know what? Honestly, I think we get him for Hell is Real this year. But you know which match we'll get him for?
Miami.
Yep.
100% could see that.
Dog.
And giving Messi a blowjob afterwards.
Patrick gets a red. Jerald.
Morning brunch.
Yeah, but like, dog, don't say
I'm sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. You can edit me out.
That just me. See,
Patrick with the red card.
Yeah, thank you. Early on in the match.
Because
Patrick gets a red for I don't know, breathing.
Didn't he give NYC's keeper that match a yellow within Boyko give NYC's keeper during that
yes. Yeah.
Within the first
for time wasting. for time wasting.
Wow.
Yeah. It was the 13th minute, and he got a yellow card for time wasting because it was
we both were sitting there looking like
that's an early yellow card. If you're setting a time wasting,
was this last year?
No, 23.
I feel like I remember
Nancy's first year. So he gets a yellow card in the 13th minute for time wasting. And I'm like, if you're setting the precedent this early for time wasting, my word.
We're in for a game.
And then Cucho got a second yellow, and like the 6th minute got sent off. Nancy got sent off as well.
Yes, I remember this.
One of the fitness coaches that now works at New England, Federico, got sent off as well because he sprayed water and whatnot. It was disaster.
Because Cucho got his first yellow going into halftime. Like the halftime whistle had already blown it.
And then, and he got a yellow card. And then he got a second yellow because what was the reason? Yeah, in a dangerous manner. And I was like, because I remember I was the pool reporter that day for Pro. And I was like, amazing. When I got the response, I was like, me personally, I was thinking in my head, I don't know about that. Nancy got the red because he he was upset about a decision that didn't go our way, and like took one step on the field, got the red card, and it was to the point Steven and like a couple other players had to hold Nancy back. And then during that time, the assistant coach Federico like threw water on the fourth official. That went to VAR.
And
That's
got a
one
red.
way to use VAR.
And he got shown a red card. And there was like, I think it was what, like 13 minutes of stoppage time because
I
of all
remember
that.
the Nordak being like, there's going to be like a straight up mutiny. Like these refs better run to the thing. Like people
Oh,
might.
they did.
Oh yeah.
Did they?
Oh,
They ran to the corner. As soon as
Yes. Sabrina,
yeah.
I totally remember this now. Like
Yeah.
everyone was chanting "Fuck you, ref."
Yeah,
Which was
and it
just
was-
like an incredible moment in time to be a part of when you're in the stadium where everyone
God.
is all in unison chanting that.
Oh my God. See, I really wish I could watch that game again because I really want to. Yeah, they had like CS, they had 2 CSC, they had 3 Columbus police escort the officials off the field. And it was an absolute nightmare because Nancy was then suspended because we played Portland the next game.
And
And
he
then
came out as the
Hillsborough
match
after that.
igniter.
He came out matching night for Cincinnati.
Oh, that's
Because
right.
he
We
was-
were
That's right.
in Portland.
Okay.
We were
Yeah.
in Portland because it was who was it? It was Kwame.
Yep.
That was the coach for Portland, and MLS gave Nancy a second match suspension, which was Cincinnati,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
and we beat Cincinnati.
When
I
he
think it was
came
like
out as
three-
the match igniter, I like lost
my
my
God.
mind. That
Yeah.
was just what a badass thing to do.
Yeah,
Because
and it wa-
Jason scored in that game.
Yes. Yep.
and it was one of those things. He had told us like previously, like he's not one for being the center of attention, right?
So you had to get
And-
him white hot.
Like they had to like persuade him to be the match igniter, and that just lit everybody a new one. And I was like, this is going to be great.
Oh, it's like when you score, like whenever we score the first goal, you can feel the energy level like really ratchet up to the next level. But that was like before the game even started, everyone was already at a fever pitch. And I was like,
Oh yeah,
this is great. This
oh
is
yeah,
great.
it was amazing.
Because it was one the Nordeca did. They put Gary the Lion in a coffin and had him sitting outside of the gate at the north gate.
So funny.
Then and most of the players, like they have like 2 player suites up there by the press box. So we'll see them from time to time. Well, Nancy was up there, and say hi, whatever, and then all of a sudden Nancy disappears, and it's like, okay. And then here he is, pops up as the match igniter, and it's like holy shit! And here it goes.
It is on.
Fireworks. But no, this I'm not gonna call this a rivalry between the Pigeons, but there's always some type of fireworks between these 2 teams,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's with the officials, whether it's with players.
Was it against NYCFC when Lucas hit that free kick in with like an extra time or something? Do you guys remember this? This was probably
Was that Caleb? I think it was Caleb Porter days.
it might have been. I remember
Was it
watching in my
Lucas's
backyard.
debut?
No, it wasn't his debut, but it was that season where he was banging in goals from the outside, like it was like the resurgence of Beckham.
Was it at Red Bull Arena?
It was a New York team. It could have definitely been Red Bulls.
Okay, because he did hit 2.
Yes,
in
that
New
was
York.
Okay, so it was against the Red Bulls. Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
No. It was against New York City. They were just playing at Red Bull Arena because
okay.
The Yankees might have been playing.
I think it was 2021.
Okay, I knew it was sometime right around that time period.
It
That was
was during COVID. Yeah, well, not during COVID, but like it was like because 21 they were starting to kind of let people go to games again. Yeah, he hit 2 against Sean Johnson. The Chicago Fire fans call him Milkman Johnson. I guess
Is he
like
still playing for the Pigeons?
Nah, he's with Toronto.
That's right.
I guess when he was in Chicago, they had like whenever Sean Johnson had a clean sheet, they got like a free milk. They got like free milk or something like that. Whatever, something stupid. But yeah,
I like
tonight.
I like the clean sheets. We get the car wash.
Look, man, I just want tacos.
They got scored 2.
Look, I think we score 2 tonight.
I think we win. I was thinking this earlier. I think even with the Frankenstein lineup that we're going to see, which we should be wearing the Goosebumps kits because I go along with it very well. I think that we 100% like this is a game where everyone's probably assuming a tie or maybe even a loss. Where I think that we just pull some magic out and win it outright.
Pull a rabbit out of our hat.
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna be a win. Look, I just want tacos. I've been craving tacos for a while now, and I sold a lot of chicken nachos and chicken tacos last night. I want Mexican food. I might stop at Condados.
You need to will it into existence. Speak it into existence.
Where's my summoning circle?
Oh my god! You're about to do a seance. Hey, Condado's got a buffalo chicken burrito now.
You know what? I literally was there on Tuesday and I got it wasn't the buffalo chicken one, but I did get a burrito. The burritos are huge too.
Don't tell me that because I just got paid yesterday. Okay.
The buffalo chicken burrito is $15.
Okay.
The buffalo chicken burrito sounds amazing.
Okay. You guys don't know me. Okay. I love buffalo chicken anything. Right?
Yeah.
I love buffalo chicken dip, buffalo chicken pizza.
Buffalo chicken pizza is good.
Oh my god, dude, buffalo chicken. Yeah.
So good.
So yeah, I'm going to my mom's job tonight. I'm getting me a buffalo chicken pizza after the game.
Also, a big win.
I know she's watching too because she's in the comments. So I'm getting me a buffalo chicken pizza tonight.
I'm coming to get one too.
A big win is the Swensons. Also,
I don't like Swensons.
Oh, really? I like Swensons. I think it's pretty good.
I've never had it. I just don't understand. I just don't know. I just don't understand the hype of it.
I'll have to take you.
I mean, if I pull a double at Topgolf, I can easily go over to Swenson's and just.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Try it.
Yeah,
try it.
Yeah, try it.
With their, you get either start off something simple, just to see if you like it, because like the type of like butter sauce that they put on the bread, like it's hard to explain, but it gives it almost like a sweet taste to the burger.
Yeah.
And then they put like the
and it all kind of
and they put like the melted cheese, like a cheese sauce on the burger. Taco Bell is
I love me some Taco Bell.
Yeah, but you're not trying to kill your toilet.
I do.
I think I've conditioned myself to Taco Bell pretty well.
Hey, Bojangles is not overrated. Damn it!
Never had it.
So aggressive. Jesus Christ.
Cause my blueberry biscuits.
Bojangles does slap. I'm not gonna lie. All right, really quick. My laptop's on like 10%. So
it's on life support.
Yeah, and I have my phone plugged in, so I have to. Yeah. Really quick. What is one key factor to tonight's game?
Derik?
I think you need like Diego and Russell Rowe to. I mean, I normally don't like this, but like they're probably going to have to put the team on their back a little bit. I mean, I think that we'll probably see really good show from somebody who we're not expecting just because of the nature of the lineup. But I think those two are really going to have to be in top form in order to bring everyone else along a little bit more, at least from what we've seen recently.
Joe?
Just keep playing the same style. Keep playing Nancy ball the way that they played since he's gotten here, and the results will come.
That's one thing too. I think with the way the system is set up, you can probably plug and play a little bit better than other systems, as long as people are bought in. guys off the bench know exactly what they need to be doing in the system and what freedoms they have. So, Shambo's, I saw he was getting some love online last weekend, and I was thinking of you, Jerald, because you were talking about him in the beginning of the season, how he was like you were really defending him, and he hasn't been getting a lot of love. So I was happy to see that.
He's starting to settle. And I actually think he's going to get us the tacos tonight.
You really?
Yeah, I think Dylan's going to get us the tacos tonight.
You think he's going to be the second goal and get us the tacos?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Look, and whoever, we can bookmark this. I
wonder what the odds are on that for no particular reason at all.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Can you even do that? Can you pick who scores the second goal? I mean, probably.
So it
probably during the game.
It's a live bet.
Oh, okay. Game. Which the Wi-Fi, I mean, everyone's always on their phones.
So
never great.
Oh my god, dude, I hate that.
I'm gonna go out and say it tonight. Yevon gets a goal.
Really,
dude? I'm so happy that he got a goal. He got his first crew goal last year.
Cause he was trying
against the Red Bulls. Yeah,
he was trying.
MLS.
I was thinking when I was watching back that game that someone like Farsi, at least in this given time until we sign some more players, totally has the ability to move into an attacking position, not on the outside, if they came in a pinch and needed it.
Mm-hmm.
But it reminded me a little bit of like Russell Rowe last year, where we were talking about how he was just hitting posts and none of the shots necessarily seemed on target, but he had looks. I'm starting to get that sense from Farsi a little bit. The more he asserts himself into the game, that he has the ability, he's in the positions to do it, but I don't know that he has a striking ability currently to be able to hit these. But maybe that'll come. That would be nice. That'd be really, really nice.
So
hold on, I gotta put this up here real quick. Talk about me and my damn gambling problem. I don't have a problem.
Yes, and the sky is definitely not blue. So, Dylan Shambo is plus 900 for anytime goal scorer.
That's not bad.
Now, no, boys. The one above him at plus 800 to be an anytime goal scorer for tonight, and this gives me a hint that this person is probably on the bench tonight. Chase Adams.
Dude, okay. What sportsbook are you looking at?
FanDuel.
I've noticed, recently at least, I kind of swap around between them, but I've recently been using DraftKings. And on DraftKings, he is listed in the top 5 for the first few games. And I'm like, this dude isn't even going to be on the bench. Why is he so high up here?
He is 4th on
That's
FanDuel.
crazy to me.
As first goal scorer. Never mind. Hang on. First goal scorer, Chase Adams. Anytime goal scorer, Chase Adams is at plus 290. First, he's at plus 800.
I'm not convinced that these sports books know much about MLS. That doesn't make any sense.
Anytime goal scorer, Chase Adams is plus 290, and Dylan Shambo is at 350.
I mean, Shambo, that's now they got the wheels turning.
$10 gets me 35.
Okay.
Something to think about.
I haven't been doing good in NCAA bets, so I mean, I'll
my
rely
bracket
on the
is shot.
to win me back up.
My bracket is shot, man. I was doing really well too. I had I think my first loss was I had Virginia Commonwealth over whoever they were playing, and the other team won. I think it was BYU.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that was my first loss. I'm currently in 7th place in the Top Golf bracket.
Ooh, okay.
Somebody from I think Albuquerque, Top Golf Albuquerque made a tournament challenge bracket and put it in our group chat. And there's 45 people in there, and I'm 7th. Okay. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm 7th. I said, yes, come on. So
on
predictions tonight.
Bet
Go,
365. Dylan Shambos plus 1,200
For first
anytime?
or for any time or first?
For first, for any time, he's at 450.
Ooh, okay.
Chase Adams is at 300 plus 300. Lassie is at plus 333.
What?
And they still have Marina Hinestroza on our team on Bet 365. They got Owen. Listen, they got Owen Prestis
This is weird.
on Bet 365. They have Owen Prestis for anytime goal scorer at plus 850. They got Sean at plus 850. Sajik. They got Sajik plus 1,000. They got DeJuan Jones at plus 1,000 anytime. They got
Where's
Andreas.
sitting at?
Jesus Christ, he's not even on here.
Oh,
They got Yevon at plus 1,600.
I got Nagby anytime at plus 11.
You know who, honestly, I think gets a golden night? Herrera.
really?
Andres?
Yeah.
Derik.
Oh, they got Nagby's plus 600. And they got AZ at plus 400.
No.
I got AZ at 390.
They got Cole Maroka at plus 400.
340.
Jason and Diego at plus 200.
210 and 190 respectively.
Caesar Ruvalcaba plus 1,100. Derek Jones plus 1,100.
Yes.
They got Molde at plus 1,100.
Oh, dude, imagine him scoring from the freaking player suite.
That'd
be amazing.
They got Camacho at plus 1,200. They got Tristan Brown from Crew 2 at plus 1,200.
So these guys know something that we don't. Interesting.
No, I don't think they know any. I'm on the other side. I don't think they know squat.
No, they don't.
They got Marrera at plus 1,600.
Oh, this guy's just gonna score from his
They're literally robbing people who don't know.
This guy's gonna score from his couch tonight. Gee whiz.
He'll be up there at the player suite.
Yeah, hey, you say that. I don't think he will. I think he's gonna be at home. It's a nice
where
day.
Where it's warm.
Yep. Yep. Predictions, really quick.
2-0.
4-0.
This guy. Yeah, dog. Yeah, you're fried. I think you drank that mimosa way too fast.
It's my second glass.
See, you're going crazy. You're off the wires. I got 2-1 Columbus. And I'm sticking to Dylan Chambeau getting our second goal so we can get tacos.
I like
Listen,
that.
I say we get 4-0. We get tacos and car washes.
There are worse combos to get out there in the world.
Go get you a Cadado taco, eat it while you're getting your car washed.
That's actually genius. Two birds with one stone. Look at that.
Hey man. When the crew was being sponsored by Raising Cane's, amazing.
I took advantage of that a lot.
I did too. I did too.
That was good.
Shout out, y'all. Apologies we didn't have a show Wednesday, but duty called. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Saturday afternoon at 12:32 p.m. Appreciate y'all. Obviously, we would not be able to do this without y'all. Is he drinking what is that?
I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's a coffee.
Oh, it's a coffee. Okay.
You thought I was turning into Stone Cold?
I saw brew and I was like, this guy is just
he's going for it today.
My lordy.
And that's the bottom line.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to y'all for making this possible. Wouldn't do it without the support of everybody. You guys can follow us on social media on Instagram at the Wisemen Say Podcast, YouTube, the Wisemen Say Podcast, on Twitter at Wisemen Pod. You guys can follow Derik on social media
at Funky Moses 17.
You guys can follow Jerald.
Jerald_Lucas96.
And you guys can follow me on social media at Fisher Tyler __. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are 18 subscribers away still from 100. As always, at the 100th, we will do a Wisemen Say merch giveaway. And yeah, other than that, fellas, it's been real. I will see y'all later. I'm going to revive my laptop as it is currently sitting on 4%. I'm going to revive it so I can have it for tonight. I will see y'all later. What else do I say at the end?
Stay safe, stay safe, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Hug your loved ones. Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wisemen. No, it goes this order. Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wisemen say.
Only fools rush in.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay cool. Hug your loved ones. Be safe going to the game tonight. Go Crew.
Stay wise, y'all. Y'all think I'm drunk.
I look, man. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Yeah, I haven't had anything to eat or drink this morning, and you're on your second mimosa and drinking a coffee. It's 12:35.
Did you hit end?
No, I didn't.